welcome to episode 497 of Good Luck High Five.
That's right. You're listening to a podcast that's for you if you play Magic the Gathering. Whether you are sweating profusely while playing it or you have the bliss of air conditioning while you are playing, we are here for you.
I'm one of your hosts, Maria.
I'm another one of your hosts, Megan.
And on today's show, we are back live and in person.
Wow.
I mean, not that we weren't live and in person on the other. Well, we're
We
never
were
live.
in person. We were more separated in time from the recording than we usually are.
Yes.
But we're recording this, and you will still get it when it is a piping hot tomorrow.
Fresh out the oven.
Yes.
We're back on schedule for being here, recording the day before a release. Happy to be back. We're talking about Dominaria United this episode.
Yeah, we are. Wow. I went away for 2 weeks. And Magic just did a lot.
They dropped a lot of information.
Really went for it.
Dominaria United, it's the 30th anniversary of Magic. They wanted to celebrate, have a big blowout, and it looks like they're doing exactly that with this set that's coming out this fall.
Yeah.
Feels like it was just the 25th anniversary, honestly.
It really does.
Which, I mean,
it really does.
Was only 5 years ago if we do the math.
Yes, but it feels like I honestly, if you were like, when did that happen? And
yeah,
I'd be
it would have been like 10 years ago.
No idea.
Yeah.
Honestly, no idea.
It's but now we're celebrating 30, so maybe we'll get another one at 35. This is the rate that they're setting up for us.
Yeah.
I just want to point that out.
I mean, that is what it feels like. Every five?
Every five.
Every five's a big one.
So we're going to talk about all the stuff they revealed about that, which, like we said, is a lot, including a lot of interesting stuff like cards from 1994 showing up in booster packs in 2022.
Oh, Maria, do you think that they're going to give away copies of Mox Pearl at the anniversary?
Why?
Because Pearl is the 30th anniversary gift.
Yeah, I think they probably
will. Absolutely will.
They should. It's the Pearl anniversary.
You were saying something relevant. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, I was just talking about the Lost Legends promotion where they're putting cards from Legends into packs.
Oh yeah.
But we're going to talk about all that
all of that and more.
Because it's really weird.
Yeah.
And cool, but very strange.
Very strange.
The whole story is very odd. But we'll tell you the story coming up in a little bit. Before we do that, we've got a list of people to thank.
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much for becoming patrons, everyone. I have this air horn sound effect ready to play after I read each person's name.
I was like, what are you Googling?
Here we go.
And I was like, oh no.
All right. Give it up, Maria, for Taylor.
Taylor, woo, Taylor.
All right.
Nice.
Hallie. Give it up for Hallie. Wait, why is it not play? Here we go.
There we go, Hallie. That one was a little bit of a delay.
You're welcome, Hallie. Someone who made great use of the fact that you can type whatever name you want into your Patreon profile. Spicy Mix Spice Pants.
Spicy Mix Spice Pants. Nice.
What? YouTube's gonna be like, you love this video. Give it up also for Thomas.
Thomas, let's go. Is that it?
Nope.
Oh, dang
I'm sorry. Also, Andre. Give it up for Andre. That is it. Thank you so much to everyone who became a patron in these last few weeks.
Yes.
We so appreciate it. That's a couple of weeks worth of new patrons since we had all of those episodes that we recorded early.
Yeah.
So thank you all. If you want to become a patron, it's so easy. You just go over to patreon.com/GLHF Magic.
Yep.
You put in any dollar amount.
Any.
You can do a whole year up front.
For a discount.
Yes, for a discount. And then you don't even have to worry about it.
Yeah, it just does
One
it.
time.
Boom, done.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Think about it.
It's a really cool way to connect with us and other content creators you love. So if you like our show and you're like, I like listening to your show, become a patron, become a member of the family, get access to our super sweet Discord.
Yes.
Thank you as well to Card Kingdom. They're a fantastic sponsor of our show. Go.
Yeah.
We love them just because they've just got the greatest customer service in the biz, you know?
Yes, they do.
When you're buying beautiful cards to foil out your deck, like I do, I want to know that I'm buying them from a company that will treat me right. I mean, you know, I'm spending money to do some cool cosmetics on my deck. I don't want to, you know, get something and have it be rumpled and not know who to talk to or like have them ignore my email or whatever.
Stellar customer service.
Card Kingdom treats you right. And you can say GLHF. They'll give you a token or a sticker in your order for free. Get whatever you need. cardkingdom.com/GLHF. You Googling baseball or basketball news over there?
Oh, yeah.
Don't think I don't see you.
Maria caught me ready. Maria, I thought we were
done.
Maria, I know you thought you were safe from basketball updates, but basketball is a sport that comes back around every time. Just like the ball when you pass it to someone else and they pass it back to you. You're welcome for that metaphor. But in this case, I just wanted to let you know that Bill Russell, who was an icon of the game, died yesterday. And Bill Russell had 11 NBA championships. There were several years where he was both playing and a coach of the same team, which was the Boston Celtics. And those 11 championships it was only something like a 12-year career, right? He basically had a championship every year that he was doing this.
Seems pretty good.
But I think it is most important to say when we are talking about Bill Russell, that Bill Russell was playing at a time when Boston Celtics fans, America in general, was very racist and still is, but was especially racist at the time when he was playing, and the Boston community around the Celtics was actually super racist. And
despite
Bill
the fact
Russell,
that he's just like crushing it for them.
He is crushing it for them. But Bill Russell was like, do you know what? Every time he had an opportunity to talk trash about the people of Boston, he would. He was someone who was like, do you know what? I'm here and I'm playing this basketball and I'm winning these championships and you don't appreciate me and you can basically go straight to hell.
Oh, I love it.
So Bill Russell, I just want to make sure we're all out here remembering him both as an excellent NBA, like one of the all-time greats of the NBA, but also a leader in the civil rights movement and giving Boston the hell that they deserve.
A leader and telling it like it is.
Exactly.
Bill Russell.
This has been Maria's basketball update.
Welcome to the segment we like to call the Randomizer because that's what it's called. We go to scryfall.com, hit the random card button, and I'm going to show Meghan a piece of artwork, and she has to guess what the card does from the artwork alone.
Ooh,
look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
Is lovely. This is really, really pretty. It's sort of, we're looking over, it's kind of hard to say exactly what a land type this is.
I won't say anything because I know.
I'm sure you do. Because there's there's fields, but there's also some water. And then there's these like really beautiful flowers that look maybe like they're real, but also kind of look like they're made of glass and metal. They're very, very pretty. Everything kind of has this like iridescent sheen to it. There's like a beautiful kind of twilight sky above it. This has got to be a land.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no way that this is not a land. I would be absolutely flabbergasted.
Do you want to guess at the name of this card?
I'm gonna guess. God, you know what? It makes me think Lotus Field, even though I know this isn't the art for Lotus Field.
It does look like Lotus. Like
it does
those
look like
flowers look like
they
lotuses.
look like lotuses. So I'm going to go with
Lotus adjacent field.
Yes, exactly. Glass Lotus Field. Nexus of the Lotus.
Oh, that's a very good name.
There we go.
The name of this card is Thriving Moor.
Oh, interesting.
Thriving Moor.
That makes me think that it's like a swamp, even though it doesn't look super swampy. So I'm gonna go with this is a land that when it enters the battlefield, do you also put blue? It's blue, green, black, and you can choose one. You can choose a blue, green, or black, and roll tap for that color. You're
very, very close. It is a land, of course. Originally printed as a Jumpstart card, then in Forgotten Realms Commander, and then in New Capenna Commander. Enters the battlefield tapped. As Thriving Moor enters the battlefield, choose a color other than black. tap, add black or 1 mana of the chosen color.
Oh, yeah, it's that cycle.
Yeah, so it's
yes,
that
yes,
one.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's just
That makes
gorgeous,
sense.
everybody.
It's really pretty.
And I mean, this is why Titus Lentner did the art for this beautiful rainbow like swamp field that we're looking at. So props to Titus, always killing it. And what a cool card.
Very cool. All right, Maria, here is your art.
Oh, I recognize this card.
Yeah.
This is a woman who's facing away from, I almost said the camera, but the viewer. And she's just got like a bed sheet wrapped around her butt.
That's the way to describe it.
And it's just like cascading out in front of her. It's just darkness all around her. But it looks like up the back of her, it's like a staircase, staircase to a door in her head, and the door is glowing.
Yeah.
So this is what you would see if you were dead on the table, of the operating table, before they woke you up again.
Wow. Dark.
Yeah, I mean, this is a blue. This is a blue card, right?
Yes.
It's a blue card. I cannot remember what it does. You probably draw some cards or something.
Do you want to guess the name?
Okay, if I didn't know the name of this card, which I do somewhere in the recesses of my
Do you know it?
little gray cells, I recognize the art.
Yeah, what's the name?
No, I don't know,
Oh,
but
you
I'm
don't know.
saying
Okay.
it's there somewhere. So when you tell me, it'll be like, boop, there it is. So if I didn't know, which I do somewhere, I would guess this card was called, I would name it Stairway to the Infinite or something like that.
Oh, I like that.
But that's
nice.
not what it is.
It's Memory's Journey.
Memory's Journey. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You know, like you draw 3 for 6 mana. I don't remember.
So this is an Innistrad card. 1 in a blue instant. Target player shuffles up to 3 target cards from his or her graveyard into his or her library. Flashback for a green.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow, I completely forgot about the green part of this card.
I know, right?
But I mean,
Flashback though.
You're messing with your graveyard and flashback and stuff. Very cool piece of artwork. You don't see very many like abstract pieces in Magic these days. Anyway.
Yeah. By Slawomir Maniac.
Wow, I wish my last name was Maniac.
That's what it is. It's Maniac, but with a K.
Maria Maniac coming at you.
That's quite the name.
I mean, you're really making a statement with a radio name like that. Well, cats and kittens, it's time to talk about Dominaria United.
Wow, Maria.
I know. You thought
They really bowled us over with info. Just all at once.
And you all thought we were done with previews for a minute.
No.
Wrong.
They came in like a wrecking ball.
Here they are.
Here they are.
Here we are,
And
naked
here we are.
atop a wrecking ball in the music video. Yeah, so Dominaria United. Okay, when does it actually come out? The answer to that question is September 9th. So next month.
I can't believe it.
Just saying that just freaked me out.
Oh, boy.
That just freaked me out.
But there are 1 million events between now and then.
Yes, they are hyping this setup.
Yes. So August 10th through 18th is when they'll be releasing the Dominaria United story.
Yeah, so this is like what they did for Streets of New Capenna when they put out the story way ahead of everything.
Yep. And we know, right, some previews from New Capenna.
Yep.
Tell us what's going on, right? Ajani was like, hey, go look for clues to how New Capenna defeated the Phyrexians. We're going to try and go defeat Phyrexians.
Hashtag angel milk. Hashtag horchata. This is what Wizards website says about the story. The Dominaria United story begins following Karn as he looks back on Dominaria's past to prepare for its future. This sets the stage for the story unfolding over 4 sets, starting with Dominaria United and returns with familiar faces from our last visit.
Wow.
So, yeah, he must be worried about the fact that the Phyrexians are going to come to Dominaria. Which, I mean...
Or just all of it.
Sounds very,
just
very...
worried
I mean,
about all of it.
Generally, they're probably trying to infect everything.
Yes.
But
that's their thing.
That's their deal. It sets the stage for the story unfolding over 4 sets. 4 sets! So we're having a big story arc again.
Yeah.
We haven't had like one big arc until like we defeated...
Since the Gatewatch.
Yeah, since the Gatewatch.
And Nikki B.
And they defeated Nikki B.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm kind of excited to go back to it.
Nicol Bolas for anyone newer to the game who is just like, who is Nikki B?
Who are you talking
Why
about?
did the Gatewatch have to defeat a cousin of Nicki Minaj?
Nikki
They
B.
share a first name instead of a last name. That's the way it works in pop music. If you share a first name, you're cousins. cousins with the person.
Your cousins.
Yes.
So that means now I'm like, who do I know in pop music? Anybody?
I don't know.
Anyway, the 4 sets post-seeding Dominaria United. What's the word for that?
Post-seeding.
After?
After. I think just after.
Is there a fancier word than after?
Let's see. Keep talking, but we'll look it up.
Because preceding is the fancy word for before. So what's the fancy word for after?
Following.
Following? Okay, that's slightly better.
Subsequent to.
Subsequent. That's about the same.
Succeeding.
Succeeding. Proceeding, succeeding.
Yes.
Okay, there we go.
Posterior to.
These sets are posterior to Dominaria United. The Brothers War,
yes,
which comes out on November 18th.
Yes.
And then we have 2 codename sets, Lacrosse and Marathon. But then, so that's 4.
2 of my favorite sports to watch.
I love when they combine them.
I love watching a marathon. Nothing like just seeing people run.
Have you ever watched on the Olympics when they're like done with the marathon? Because they only ever come in the last mile and people are like destroyed.
Yes. Because those people are also like, you're in the Olympics, you're sprinting 26 miles. They're just like
nauseous.
flat out running the whole time.
Okay, so Brothers War, Lacrosse, Marathon, and then Marathon Epilogue are the 4 sets after Dominaria United. And Marathon Epilogue, that's weird. We've never seen them do that before.
Yeah.
And it comes very close in Q2 after Marathon.
I worked on Marathon and Epilogue.
So Meghan knows what's what.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea. And neither do you.
Spooky.
We're in the dark. Okay. And after that, I just want to say what the next 2 code names are.
Yes.
Netball.
Also another banger of a sport I love.
And off-roading.
Wow, it's like a who's who of great sports.
Lacrosse, marathon, netball, off-roading.
And off-roading. That's my kind of quadrathlon.
Sounds like a weekend in Wisconsin, if you ask me.
We'll call it the Wisconsin quadrathlon. Yeah. You play a game of lacrosse. When you're done with the game of lacrosse, you run a marathon. Then you play a game of netball, and then you have to do an off-roading course. How long does this whole event take? I don't know.
Several days. I would, that's something I would watch. But we're going to find out what these are. Why
do they put off-roading last? Objectively, the most dangerous one of those things to do while absolutely exhausted.
But also, you don't have to you just have to sit there.
Maria, I think that's a really watered down version of off-roading you're talking about.
Maria's description of off-roading, quote, you just have to sit there.
You just have to sit there. Anyways.
So what happens when you drive a car? You just sit there.
You just sit there. Watch out for Maria on the road.
Don't drive next to me. So we're going to learn what these actually are called on August 18th, everybody.
Ooh.
Because that is going to be when Wizards Presents happens.
Yeah.
And that is when they're going to show lots more stuff from Dominaria United, but they're also going to show all the upcoming releases for next year for Magic the Gathering and Dungeons & Dragons too, it looks like. So they're just going to pile a bunch of stuff into Wizards Presents on the 18th. Wow. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what they have in store during that event.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow. They once again for this one, they did move the arena event before the pre-release again.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, we were wondering about that.
Yeah. So the arena release is on September 1st. Pre-release events are the 2nd through 8th.
Oh, okay.
Which includes Dominaria United Jumpstart.
Yeah, so Jumpstart is going to be a pack type that you can just get now with Premier sets moving forward.
Cute!
Isn't that so cute?
That's so cute. That's a great idea.
Yeah, so they're going to make, I think there's 10 of them that they're making. Mm-hmm. And then you can just buy a pack of that, take another one, mix them together as you do with Jumpstart and just play.
A+.
Which is great for people who are new to the game in stores and stuff. They're like, I want to play with whatever. They probably have I don't know, in the past, it's like unicorns and cats or whatever.
Yeah.
Wizards probably for this one.
Ooh.
And something else.
There's got to be wizards.
So I'm happy they're adding Jumpstart packs.
Yeah. Constructs. Wizards and Constructs.
Wizards and Constructs. I'd play that deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got game day events happening on September 17th. Store championships are back October 15th through the 2nd.
There's something called Commander Party events, September 30th through October 2nd.
Commander Party.
Wow.
We're going to see the complete set of cards for Dominaria United August 26th. So that's when the full set will be spoiled.
26 days from now.
That is unbelievable.
That's time. That's time.
Yeah, so previews will start in earnest on the 18th with Wizards Presents and finish on the 26th. Good gravy.
Keep it snappy.
So for people who have not been to Dominaria before, Megan, what is Dominaria?
So Dominaria is Magic's original plane, where so many of the events and characters that are of a legend are from. Teferi is from here.
Teferi, legendary. Literally and
legendary.
Figuratively.
Jaya is from here.
Yes.
Karn. Urza. Mishra. They're from here. It is the place where what was known as the Brothers' War happened.
It's where everything started in Magic.
Exactly.
The first plane we ever visited, Dominaria.
Yes. If you are wondering, how can I get more in-depth history about Dominaria?
Oh, don't you worry.
Oh boy, have we got a video for you. If you somehow have not seen this, back in the day when we first went back to Dominaria several years ago now, which is also just wild, we were hired by Wizards to create a video called The Completely and Unquestionably Accurate History of Dominaria.
3 videos.
There's 3 of them. They're only a few minutes long each.
Yeah.
And they will give you the whole history of the Weatherlight. They'll give you the history of Urza and Mishra.
The Brothers' War. The brothers of the Brothers' War.
The Brothers of the Brothers' War. Yawgmoth is in there.
The Phyrexians.
The Phyrexians are in there. It is a plane where all of the original,
stuff
big stuff happens.
Yeah, we'll link to those in the show notes. They're really, really fun videos, everybody. We had a great time making them. And they feature Marshall Sutcliffe of Limited Resources fame dressed as Karn. He doesn't want you to know that it's him.
He doesn't want you to know it, but it's him.
It's him.
Who else is that tall?
Nobody.
Who else?
Nobody
is that tall.
So it makes sense that we're coming back again for the 30th anniversary.
Yes.
We were there. When was Dominaria? Was that for the 25th or was that just like around
kind of
then?
Was. Right?
Oh, gosh, I don't remember.
How does time work?
How does time?
How does time?
Okay, so Dominaria came out in 2018.
Yes.
Yeah. So, is that 5 years ago?
No. That's 4 years ago.
Okay, so it was around the same time.
It was around the same time, but a little bit after. And I will say, I just want to shout out, there's so many, the storytellers in the video series that we mentioned are so good.
They're great.
Specifically, Kelly
Diggs.
Kelly Diggs, who was there at the time. Just, let's be honest, carried a lot of the weight.
Yeah, did some great storytelling
Actually
for us.
knew what was happening in the story a lot of the time.
We should say these stories are done in the style of Drunk History, so
yes.
If that doesn't get you to watch, I don't know what will.
What else
Mark
will?
Rosewater screams at you in them. Check that out.
Of course he does. Of course he does. I told someone just yesterday the story of how we pinned Mark Rosewater's mic literally at his navel.
Yeah, at his belly button, and it still was blowing out.
It was.
What can you do?
What can
it's
you do?
It's a loud man.
Yes. It really is.
But Dominaria is home to Magic's beginnings. It's home to Magic's most famous characters, and therefore it's home to a lot of legendary creatures. So Dominaria is always legends.
Yes.
Legends matter.
Yeah, we got to meet a ton of legends in Dominaria the last time around.
Yes, in 2018. So I can only imagine or assume that legends are going to be a huge theme this time around as well.
Yes, and in fact, we now know that there's going to be something called Legends Retold.
Yeah, so these are legends from the past of Magic cards that you've come to know and love over the years, reimagined here for Dominaria United with new cards in the set. Pretty cool stuff.
There's 19 of them, 19 legendary creatures and 1 planeswalker.
Yeah, so these are
Do we know who the planeswalker is?
No, they haven't said.
Who do you think it is?
Oh my gosh. I don't even know. It's got to be from Legends, right? Because they say all of them are from creatures, legendary creatures found in the original Legends set. Right?
Okay.
So look it up. Look it up. Look it up.
Okay.
I'm going to talk about one of these cards that I love. They've previewed 3 of them so far as of this recording. One is Jasmine Boreal of the 7. So Jasmine Boreal, if you don't know this card, I've come across it in my days because she just looks like very 80s and very like 80s babe art is the way I would describe her Legends card.
Yes. Wow.
She was 3 green white for a 4/5. That's it. That was her. But she was a legend. She was legendary human. And now they're like, you know what? We kind of did you a little bit dirty back then. We've got a new card for you, babe. It's a Jasmine Boreal of the 7, 1 green white for a 2/4, human druid, tap, add green white. Spend this mana only to cast creature spells with no abilities. Creatures you control with no abilities can't be blocked by creatures with abilities. I love this card.
Yes.
I think it's so cool.
It's very cool.
Play your vanillas, you know? Play
Yeah.
your vanillas. And
Do
then they
it.
can't be blocked. I love Unblockable. Meghan's just scrolling through Legends, which Legends is one of the
It
most
is
bizarre sets of all time.
Wild.
art
I just
alone.
I want to read you some of these. I want to read you some of the names of these legends. Of course, there's the infamous Angus Mackenzie.
Angus Mackenzie, let's go.
Angus Mackenzie. What else do you need?
What does Angus do?
Well, there's also Axelrod Gunnarsson.
Yeah, man.
Yes, Angus Mackenzie is white, blue, green, for a 2/2, and has white, blue, green tap. Creatures attack and block as normal, but none deal any damage during combat. All attacking creatures are still tapped. Use this ability anytime before attack damage is dealt.
Here's a new way to say that. Prevent all
Yes.
combat damage that would be dealt this turn.
Activate only before the combat damage step.
Yeah.
Great.
Angus Mackenzie, this card right now on Card Kingdom is going for $314, by the way.
What?
$314.
I mean, it is a powerful effect.
It's a powerful effect. And I want to point out that not only are there the Legends Retold happening you can get
Yes.
them in collector boosters. Let me find out. Okay, they're available as box toppers. So if you buy a box, you'll get one.
Yeah.
And I think they're also they're in collector boosters in both non-foil and foil etched versions. But there's also going to be Lost Legends, which is a new promotion they're doing with this, where they're taking cards from Legends, packs from 1994, they open them, and they're putting a card from them in collector boosters.
What?
Not every collector booster. Only about 3% of collector boosters will have a card from Legends.
Wow.
But they are doing it. So you could open an Angus Mackenzie is what I'm saying.
What?
Yeah. I mean, more than that, you want to open a Tabernacle, a Pendrell Vale, because that card is worth a crap ton of dollary dues. I'll just say that. Yeah, this one I'm looking at from Card Kingdom, new mint is $4,499. So that's the one you want to open.
Okay, I'm gonna tell. Oh, okay. Obviously, the Planeswalker is Nicol Bolas.
Oh, Nicol Bolas.
He's
Yeah.
Nicol Bolas is in here.
It's
That
gotta be.
seems
Yeah, because
like unless they make someone else a Planeswalker.
Yeah, because there was no Planeswalker card type in Legends. We should say that.
Yeah.
That did not been
he
invented
was
yet.
not. Yeah, so he was not a walker. He just won big.
He was just an Elder Dragon.
yes.
There's a bunch of Elder Dragons in Legends, which are pretty cool.
There's some other great names in here. Livonia Salone.
Ooh.
That's a really good name.
Related to Sylvester. That is a great
Nebuchadnezzar is in here. Excellent.
Great.
Pendlehaven was one of the
Pendlehaven,
legendary lands.
Yeah.
Anyways, so get ready. Stang,
I love Stang.
of course.
Stang's here.
Yep.
So they released on Daily MTG, there's a list of the cards that are going to be available to be opened in collector boosters. Not every single Legends card is going to be possible because the way this happened, here's story time, everyone.
Yeah.
Is Wizards apparently got a call from a warehouse somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Washington State.
Great.
And this warehouse is like, hey, we're shutting down. We're no longer housing wares. But we got some of your crap in here, like from a million years ago.
Come clean out your storage unit.
Come clean out your storage unit, essentially. And Wizards like, okay, I guess we will. They get there, and there's pallets and pallets of booster packs from Legends.
Wow.
And they're like, jackpot?
Wow, that's wild.
They didn't. We're not expecting this. They take all the packs back to headquarters and they're like, what if we did something cool where we opened these packs and we took cards out of them and put them into collector boosters as a little promotion?
That's wild.
That's how it happened.
Wow.
Isn't that just the strangest story?
No longer housing wares.
No longer housing wares. So now we get to open the wares that were housed in this warehouse. No longer RIP. And it's in about 3%. So the chances of opening these, this is Willy Wonka level.
Yeah. Golden
numbers.
ticket.
Golden ticket numbers.
But you know what? Someone's got to open them.
Someone's going to open a tabernacle and be like, thank you for this $4,000+ card that I just randomly opened. Pretty sweet. So not only can you get Legends cards through the Legends Retold box toppers collector booster thing. I don't know if they'll be in normal packs too. I mean, I'm not sure about that.
I don't know.
But the Legends Lost Legends promotion, yes, those ones will be available to open in collector boosters.
Yeah.
3%.
As will the Legends Retold box toppers.
Yes. So collector boosters kind of where it's at for the set if you like want to open some cool stuff.
Some real sick stuff.
Yeah. But I think that's a pretty exciting promotion. The fact that they're literally cards from 1994 is pretty cool. You know, it's not just like a reprint or whatever.
No, it's literally a card that was printed in 1994.
It will have the dust of 1994 on it.
You can, if you smell the card,
smell it.
You can smell 1994.
What do you think 1994 smells like? First, quick answer.
Like L'Oreal, like cheap L'Oreal perfume.
My first thing that I thought was McDonald's and sunscreen.
Wow.
That is probably my childhood.
Very summery.
Yeah, very summery smell. But yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. It's cool, Willy, to celebrate the new set.
Yeah.
And you can open a pretty little prize every so often.
So we have seen a few previews from
Yes.
Dominaria United so far.
Yeah.
Which is very cool. First, we have to talk about the showcase lands.
Oh my God.
Because they have once again made some lands that are just so good.
Every time I'm like, these are the best lands. And then every time, nope.
These lands are incredible.
These are the best lands.
They're full art stained glass lands that are just like, they have like the mana symbol done in stained glass and then like some kind of landscape, like, and they're set into a landscape. I'm not doing them justice because they're so good.
I love these lands. I love them more than any other lands I've ever loved a land before.
They're so pretty.
New draft lands.
Yeah.
Done.
Amazing.
I love them.
They're so
Magali
gorgeous.
Villeneuve did these.
Of course.
They're gorgeous.
And so in addition to those beautiful lands, we have a couple of cards. Jaya Ballard is back.
Jaya!
We love us.
In the deck.
This Jaya Fiery Negotiator, 2 red for a 4 loyalty planeswalker. +1, create a 1/1 red monk creature token with prowess.
It's a really good +1 for 4 mana too.
-1, exile the top 2 cards of your library. Choose one of them. You may play that card this turn. Nice, like
really good.
Yeah. An upgrade on that ability in red a lot of times, which is often just exile the top card. You may play it.
Yeah.
-2, choose target creature an opponent controls. Whenever you attack this turn, Jaya Fiery Negotiator deals damage equal to the number of attacking creatures to that creature. Excellent.
Protection.
And -8, you get an emblem with whenever you cast a red instant or sorcery spell, you copy it twice. You may choose new targets for the copies.
Whoa.
Great card.
It's really, really, really good.
Really good.
Jaya is coming out of the gates blazing, as she is wont to do.
Yeah.
She also has a sorcery that she's depicted on that they previewed, Temporal Firestorm. This you could copy if you want. 3 red sorcery. Kicker is either 1 in a white and or 1 in a blue.
Ooh. Also, Kicker is coming back.
There you go.
We love Kicker.
Kicker is here
so
again.
good. And if you have yet to play with Kicker, get excited.
Yeah, it's
because
great.
it's just a nice mechanic.
It's all upside.
Yeah.
Choose X creatures and or planeswalkers you control, where X is the number of times a spell was kicked. Those permanents phase out. Temporal Firestorm deals 5 damage to each creature and each planeswalker.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Nice.
So save your stuff from the wrath.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it.
There's also a card called Evolved Sleeper, which is evocative of like a card template that we see just every once in a while. And
love
I
this
really
stuff.
like this stuff when we see it.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a leveling card. It's a single black for a 1/1 creature human. You can pay a single black. Evolved Sleeper becomes a human cleric with base power and toughness 2/2. 1 and a black, if Evolved Sleeper is a cleric, put a Death Touch counter on it, and it becomes a Phyrexian human cleric with base power and toughness 3/3.
Nice.
And 1 black, if Evolved Sleeper is a Phyrexian, put a +1/+1 counter on it, then you draw a card and you lose 1 life.
I love it.
Also, there's nothing on this last one that says you can't do it again. Right? Like,
right.
I believe that the way this card is templated.
It says if it's a Phyrexian.
And like, it just is. So you can
is.
just keep paying 1 black.
Wow, that's cool.
That's pretty good.
And the art on this card, this person's being turned into
Really
a Phyrexian
spooky.
for sure.
Really spooky.
Borg vibes up in here.
Yes.
Lacutus right there. That's what happened to him. That's what happened to him.
Do you know my Borg nightmare story?
Yeah, you were so
Yes.
afraid of the Borg.
I was afraid of the Borg for years.
And you should be.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
They'll get you.
It's a pretty reasonable fear, all things considered.
Shivan Devastator is a new card they previewed. This is just your classic Dragon Hydra action. X and a red for a 0/0. Flying Haste. Enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters on it. It's a mythic.
Yeah, man, love me a Dragon Hydra.
Great. Like, you fireball them out of nowhere, basically.
Yeah.
Just love it. It's classic.
The last card that we've seen previewed is Llanowar Loam Seeker. 1 and a green for a 1/3 elf druid. Tap, add 1 mana of any color.
Nice.
Tap, target land you control becomes a 3/3 elemental creature with haste until end of turn. It's still a land. Activate only as a sorcery.
Solid card.
Absolutely.
Fix your mana, ramp your mana, turn your mana into land.
Man. Turn your mana into man. You get what I'm doing?
I get it.
Okay,
I get it.
Good. As long as somebody does.
Yeah, these are really cool cards. I would call them like solid magic cards.
They're just stinking solid magic cards, which is what the last Dominaria set was.
I know it's not,
Like,
it's not like we have a theme. We don't have a Neon Dynasty theme. We don't have Streets of New Capenna theme. This is like, I know it's a theme because it is just the magic theme, which is Dominaria, but it's just like, here is your bread and butter.
The theme is just...
The theme is magic.
The theme is magic.
And this is what it is.
Magic the Gathering, here it is.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to ask,
Yeah.
so what legends from the Dominaria that we played in 2018?
In 2018.
In 2018,
Do I want to come back?
do you want to come back?
Ooh.
Because there's some really great ones.
Gosh, there were so many good ones.
Like right off the bat, here's one: Adeliz the Cinderwind.
Love you, Adeliz. Wizard's deck.
Yes, this was like just clutch in the Wizard's deck. 1 blue-red for a 2/2 human wizard flying haste. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, wizards you control get +1/+1 until end of turn.
Gosh.
Just so good. Danitha Capuchin, of course.
Oh, we love Danitha.
Danitha just
Lifelinker.
looking great also, like gorgeous like stained glass sword situation, great hair.
Excellent.
Really all of it really nice.
Speaking of red blue cards, Joyra, Weatherlight Captain.
Yes. Ooh, this card was so good too.
Whenever you cast a historic spell, draw a card. So historic was a thing that cared about legendary creatures and stuff. Artifacts, legendaries, and sagas are all historic.
Yeah.
So those all triggered off of Joyra. And I can only imagine we're going to have a ton of legendaries. I can only imagine we're going to have sagas again because this is where sagas were introduced.
Yeah.
So please come back, sagas. We love you.
Please come back.
Please.
Ooh, you remember Muldrotha the Gravetide?
How could I forget?
Love Muldrotha. 3 black, green, blue for a 6/6 elemental avatar. During each of your turns, you may play up to 1 permanent card of each permanent type from your graveyard. Just really OP.
It's a very good card.
Very, very good.
This one was the All-Star in Draft. If this ever comes back to Draft on Arena, you know which card you're picking. It's Slimefoot the Stowaway.
Oh, Slimefoot.
I feel like they gotta have Slimefoot come back.
Everybody loves Slimefoot.
Literally everybody loves Slimefoot.
Oh, yes.
I think there was a tweet I saw today that was like, say in a sentence something that will make everybody in the Magic community happy. And I think it's Slimefoot is reprinted in DMU.
I agree.
Or like
Slimefoot
it's
is
a
back.
card. Yeah, Slimefoot's back.
Just Slimefoot is back.
This is a little sapperling fungus that's stowed away on the Weatherlight. It's a 2/3 for 1 green black. Whenever a sapperling you control dies, Slimefoot the stowaway deals 1 damage to each opponent. You gain 1 life. Then you can pay 4 to make a sap.
Ooh, one of my favorite cards to play in Brawl when you could. Tachyova Benthic Druid. 3
so
blue green for a 3/3 Merfolk Druid. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life and draw a card.
Yeah.
Just excellent.
I really wonder if they're going to have like legend. So in this set, there was legendary sorceries and stuff, and you couldn't cast it unless you had a legendary
Creature in play.
play.
It does feel like
Or
we could do
Planeswalker.
something like that again.
For instance, there was Urza's Ruinous Blast, which is 4 and a white. Exile all non-land permanents that aren't legendary. That was one.
Yeah.
And you know, it's pretty straightforward to have a legend in play.
There was Blackblade Reforged. This was 2 mana for a legendary artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each land you control. Equip a legendary creature 3 or equip 7.
You know, my personal favorite legend from this set, Tiana, Ship's Caretaker.
Oh, Tiana's so great.
I loved her, but unfortunately she wasn't great.
She wasn't great. She was fine though.
She was fine because no matter what, she's 3 red white
Yes.
for a 3/3 flyer
With first strike.
With first strike, so whatever.
And you want legends in this. You wanted
That's true.
legends in this set, so.
But she said, whenever an aura equipment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may return that card to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next step. So So you're trying to get your auras and stuff back. And so I'm like,
Yeah.
hello, I'm here for it. But that deck just wasn't very good.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to see improved. Take the note and then go back in time and fix it, Wizards. Thank you. So that's my vote.
Fair enough.
Tiana.
Yeah. Oh, great. This was such a fun set. And looking back at it makes me so excited.
Yes.
For Dominaria coming up because I think that it's going to be so much fun.
It was a fantastic limited format.
It was excellent.
Excellent limited format.
In part, Kicker.
Kicker.
So good.
Sagas.
Excellent.
Everybody loves them.
Ugh. Yeah.
Legends Matter made draft fun.
Great stuff.
Anyway, so our hopes could not be higher for Dominaria United.
Truly.
They are through the roof currently. And I guess we'll see on the 18th some more cards and some more stuff from this set.
As soon as there's story, I'll bring y'all a story time.
Yeah, story time starting on the 10th.
When that story hits.
On the 10th. So we're pretty close to having the first story time.
We got to know.
Ooh, okay.
What's going to happen.
Very excited. Dominaria United is going to have 2 new commander decks for people who like those pre-con commander decks. There's going to be a red, white, black deck with the Hada and a deck with Jared Carthalion, which is called Painbow because he's the one that was 5 colors. Do you remember Jared?
Oh, all right. Yeah.
Anyway, I love that it's called Painbow. So. Very cool.
Yeah, very exciting. Also, we see that some of the packaging has braids on it.
Yeah, braids is definitely in this set.
Ooh,
yeah,
spooky.
She's hiding out somewhere for sure, and looks. I was gonna say it looks like has been Phyrexianed. I'm not sure. Like, look at this art.
Let me see that.
Does that look like somebody has been a Phyrexianed?
Yeah.
Or what? I don't know what's going on in it.
Or it's Braids' own spooky magic. I can't tell.
It could be. But yeah, we're super, super stoked for this. So more information, TBA from Dominaria United.
Yes.
And I'm definitely going to open a tabernacle calling it now.
Wow.
So you can just send me the check, Wizards, for 40.
Wow, Maria
4,000
is getting aggro.
So, I mean, someone's got to open it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
And I just don't want to open it and then be Augustus Gloop. I don't want to get glooped.
You don't want to get glooped? I don't want to get egged.
Which one was that?
The one who's a bad egg.
What is she? Oh, she gets down the egg chute.
Yes. Come on, Maria. I think I gave you all the relevant information needed. She gets egged.
What was the worst death in Willy Wonka?
Ooh, okay, very good question. So Augustus Gloop falls in the river and gets sucked up that tube.
Gets stuck in a chocolate tube.
That's
maybe
like-
drowned to death by chocolate.
That's pretty grim.
Pretty gruesome.
Although I will say, I think that the egg tube goes to a furnace.
Oh yeah, she definitely got burnt.
Pretty. I think that's
horrific.
I think that one's horrific.
The TV man just turns tiny and lives in a TV, so he's not really dead.
No, he's
just very
he's
small.
fine, I guess. Violet blows up like a blueberry.
And then they say they're gonna like drain her or whatever. Ugh.
But she might also be fine.
I mean, maybe.
We don't know.
We don't know.
I'm going to go with egg death. Worst.
Yeah, worst death.
Worst death. Egg death, worst death. All right, Maria.
Yes.
I have here a box from Ultra Pro.
Nice.
With their new Mana 7 collection in it.
Ooh.
And this is blue.
Mana
so this
7
is
blue.
like a whole new collection that they have, based around obviously the colors of mana.
Yes.
So let's pull it out and see what's in here. There's this first up, gorgeous wall scroll.
Wow.
Beautiful blue. Because this is the island one.
I'm holding up the sleeves, which are gorgeous
sleeves.
If you haven't taken a peek at their Mana 7 collection, you should. The art's incredible.
Yeah, here's the little notebook, a little score pad.
Yes.
Also gorgeous. We have 2 different alcove flips. First, here's the blue specific one that has like a blue foiled mana symbol and like literally like etched into the leather this design.
Wow.
It is so pretty.
So pretty. I'm going to hold this up so everybody can see it.
There's the same thing, but in black with like an orange Planeswalker logo in the middle.
Wow.
Gorgeous also. And then playmats. Again, you have just like the mythic orange Planeswalker symbol one.
That one's super cool,
which is
by the
really,
way.
yeah.
I love that playmat.
It's got this, hold on. We'll
Take
show
it out.
because it is very cool. It's like, it's just got very elaborate design of all the mana symbols on it. Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at this.
That playmat's killer, man.
Yeah, man.
I love it. This is the blue one I'm holding up here. You can see. There's one obviously for each color of mana, but then also like Megan says here, like a generic, this one is a Planeswalker
The
symbol
mythic orange one.
with the mythic orange. Yeah.
Really
Blue.
gorgeous stuff. So
Gosh.
their new collection. Oh yeah, here there's just like, if you don't want the fancy alcove flip, they also just have the Pro 100 Plus deck box with the same like printing on it. They have dice, of course, in the color.
Yeah.
And then they have these deck dividers that come. The deck dividers just have one of each or 2 of each color.
If you have a favorite color in Magic, what a way to show it off.
What a way to show it off. It's really, really pretty.
Yeah.
All of it is.
Check them out. You can find a link in the show notes. Make sure to use code GLHF at checkout for 5% off. We want you to save money. And get some of this stuff. This is gorgeous.
Real nice. Real nice.
Hey everybody, that's this episode of Good Luck High Five. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for hanging out and talking Dominaria United with us.
Ooh, so exciting.
Thank you to everybody who became a new patron over our last few episodes and waited so patiently to have their name read off at the end of this one.
Yes, you can have
Thank
your
you.
name read.
Yes, you can. Just become a patron before next episode or increase your pledge over at patreon.com /GLHF Magic. We'd love to have you as part of the fam. Thank you to Ultra Pro and to Card Kingdom for being our great sponsors. I felt like I was going to say something else here, but I can't remember.
I don't know.
I'm just too distracted by these beautiful new Ultra
and
Pro.
Maria's saying that about the island one.
The island one, so you know I mean it.
Imagine how she would feel if it were a color of mana that she actually loved and appreciated.
Brutal. Yeah. So check out all of our links that we have in the show notes. Check out our videos that we did about Dominaria's story. They're so funny, everybody.
They're so dumb and
Highly
they're great.
recommend.
Cameos from James from Loading Ready Run.
Yep.
Ashlyn
Rose, cosplayer.
Great.
Check them out. We'll be back next episode to give your ears more delights to hears. It's a terrible slogan.
Boo! Boo!